Assalamu alaikum to all of my students. Hope you all are fine. Today I am going to discuss the concept of law of demand. As I have already defined the demand, as demand means as wish to have something or desire, but only to have wish or desire does not constitute demand. It is the willingness to buy and ability to pay. When these met together, then at that time we will call it demand. Means not only our wish fulfills demand, but one should have purchasing power or money to spend to buy that good or service. Then we will call it demand. Now I will define the law of demand. Law of demand. What we call law of demand. I will write one statement. Law of demand status as the law of demand status that yes, other things being kept constant, demand for goods and services, demand for goods expands with decrease in price and contracts with the increase in price. What that means? And if price falls at the marketplace, yes, when price falls, demand for goods and service increases. Expand means increase. And when price increases, demand for goods and service decreases. We can write it in other words. In other words, we can say there is an inverse relationship between price and quantity demand. Price and quantity demand. Factors influencing the demand are kept constant or kept unchanged means, as I write, there is an inverse relationship. Means if price, I will what this statement tells us? Yes, it tells us dx is a function of price of related goods, price of substitutes, tastes, preferences, and weather conditions, so on and so forth. There are other factors. This statement or law of demand shows us there is an inverse relationship between price and quantity demand. Other factors are kept constant. These are other factors which are kept constant. And we are knowing the relationship partially, only between demand for a commodity X and price. Now, what this statement tells us? It tells us if price If price falls, quantity demanded increases. And if price increases, quantity demanded declines. Means there's a negative relationship. Negative, or we can call inverse relation between price and quantity demanded. I will show this with the help of schedule so that you can easily understand what we call yes. This is schedule. This is price. This is quantity demand. For example, if price is 10, 9, 8, the quantity demand is 100, 150, 200. What the schedule shows us, as I telling, if price falls, quantity demand increase. Price falls from 10 to 9, 1 unit fall in price. Quantity demand increase here 100 to 150 means 50 units increase in quantity units. 50 units increase. Continuously, if price falls further 9 to 8, 1 unit here increase 150 to 250 units further increase. And we go reverse. When price increase, quantity demand decrease. When price increase above, I will show like if price increase 8 to 9, 1 unit, here is decline in 200 to 250, 50 units decline. Continuously, if price further increase 9 to 10, definitely quantity demand is further decline is 150 to 100. There is an inverse relation. If price increase, quantity demand increase. Yes, if price falls, quantity demand increase. If price increase, then quantity demand falls. I will show this with the help of schedule so that you get easily understood. This is y, this is 0 x. Here I am writing price variable. Here we write quantity demand. QTD stands for quantity demand. Now I tell in yesterday lecture we have to read right here higher observation, that is 10 means 8, 9, 10. Here is higher observation 200, 100, yes, 150, 200. Now to make demand correct, to show law of demand, I will join it as per the given schedule. At price 10, quantity is 100. At price 10, quantity demand is 100. Similarly, at price 9, quantity demand is 150. Similarly, at price 8, quantity demand is 200. Now, I will draw the demand curve. This is the demand curve. Demand curve. What this shows us? This shows us as per this. As price falls from 10 to 9, 1 unit fall in price leads to 50 unit increase in demand. This will show us. As price falls from 10 to 9, quantity demand, when is this decline is quantity demand 100 to 150. Further, when further price falls further, 9 to 8, quantity demand increase further 150 to 200. If we go return in reverse, 8 to 9, 1 unit decline. Here is, if we see, yes, above 8 to 9, 1 unit decline. Here, if this is increase in price, content demand decline is 200 to 150. Further, when 9 will further increase in price, 9 to 10, then content demand will further reduce 150 to 100. This shows that there is an inverse relation between price and quantity demand. But just like we are writing construction in class 10th, mensuration first, mensuration second, circles, circumstance, circles. Here we have to write down construction in class 12th. Not only we have to show it with the help of graph or schedule, but we have to write down the construction. You can easily write down. For example, I will show a little bit of this. You can simply write on x-axis, we write price. Similarly, on y-axis, yes, you're right. On y-axis, I write price. On x-axis, I write quantity. On x-axis, I write quantity demanded. Now, you can simply write when price falls. Simply, when price falls from 10 to 9, yes, quantity demanded, yes, QD, increase from 100 to 150. Simply, we can further write first step. Second, this is third step. When price falls further, 9 to 8, quantity demanded increases further, 150 to 200. You can easily write down. To last line, you can write down this curve shows us, this graph shows us that there is an inverse relationship between price and quantity demand. When price falls, quantity demand increases. When quantity demand, yes, when price increases, quantity demand falls. There is an inverse relation between price and quantity demand. Now these factors, price of related taste, preferences, weather conditions, what is the impact of these factors upon the quantity demanded? This I will take in next lecture. In next lecture, I will briefly describe what is the influence, what is the impact of these factors upon quantity demand, and what will happen to quantity demand at the marketplace if these factors are changed. As here we are kept them constant. If you have any doubt related to these concepts, I am available. You can message me. I will try my level best to clear these concepts. I will conclude this lecture here. I will be returned back very soon. Hope for the best. Take care. Thanks. Have a nice day. Take care.